my name is Kat, and today I'm going to talk about marathoning books. So it's been a while since I made a bookish discussion video, and as I am currently binge reading my way through the Heroes of Olympus series, I thought this would be a good opportunity for me to talk a little bit about my book marathoning habits. In the last 5 days, I have read The Lost Hero, The Son of Neptune, and I'm about a third of the way through The Mark of Athena. And yes, I will be doing a discussion video on these books soon. But yeah, that is a lot of reading to happen over the course of 5 days. I mean, each one of these books is over 500 pages. Like, this ain't no sprint, it's a marathon for show. And I really like marathoning, reading books in a series back to back to back. I love that immersion into the world and the story and just getting to know the characters better. Sometimes it takes a while to really get into a book and get like grounded in the story. And I feel like reading books in a series one after another really smooths out that transition. If you go into book 2 immediately after finishing book 1, you're already kind of mentally in the world. You're there, you know the characters, you know the story, you're grounded in the story right away. And you don't have to strain to remember what has already happened in the previous book because you just experienced it. Especially with series that feel like one big story just split up, like waiting for that next book is such a drag. I'm not sure about you guys, but my recollection of details definitely starts to fade. You know, I might remember the overall plot, but little details and characterization and subplots are harder to hold on to through time. Now, I don't always marathon my series. In fact, I'd say about half of the series that I read, I don't marathon. Most of the series that I do marathon, I only end up reading 2 books back to back, not the entire series. My most common method of marathoning is to buy and read the first book of a series, and if I like it, I will wait until the series is complete and then marathon through the remainder. Or maybe I will read the first 2 books of a series and then wait for the final one. Or with bigger series, like the Vampire Academy series, I'll read like half of it at once and then the other half a couple months later. And this is just so I don't get too burned out or tired of the same characters or world. I like being immersed and reading books back to back, but not too many or it gets a little overwhelming. I wouldn't want to read more than 3 books of a series in a row unless I just really love it beyond like rational love. Harry Potter! I love binge reading a series, but it can get a little bit not boring, but sometimes when you're marathoning a series, it starts to feel a little too familiar, and that kind of steals some of the excitement of reading. And like I mentioned earlier, there are plenty of series that I do not want to wait to marathon. I need to read them right away. For example, The Raven Boys. I read the first book a couple months ago, and book 2 is coming out this month, and I'm going to be reading it right away. I don't want to wait, I want the book. And then I'll just be waiting for the rest, like 2 more years to finish the series, but that's a rant for another day. I guess it depends on a lot of different factors, but in general, I like to read at least 2 books of a series together. I'll either read book 1 by itself and then wait until I have the rest to read together, or maybe I'll read books 1 and 2 together and then wait for the rest. And I really like this method. I feel like I get a lot of the benefits of marathoning. Like, I get to be immersed in the world and I get to know the characters a little better and I pick up on little foreshadowing details, but I don't have to experience some of the consequences of marathoning too many books. Like events from different books blurring together, or just getting kind of tired of hanging out with the same characters in the same world for so long. But I'm really curious to hear what you guys think about this whole marathoning books, binge reading nonsense. So here's my question for you today. Do you like to marathon your series? Why or why not? And what do you think is the ideal number of books to marathon at once? 2? 3? 6? Please leave me a comment sharing your thoughts because I would love to know. But yeah, that is it for this video today, so thank you very much for watching it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a great night, and I will have another video soon, so I will see you then. Goodbye! And most of the marathons that I do and reading books in a series one after another kind of smoothes out that Smooth is. I'm curious. Curiosity killed the cat. Don't kill me. Just answer my simple question. And I will have another video soon, so I will see you then. Goodbye! Oh, ball sack.